welcome to FC Cymru with me and him, and yes, we're wearing ridiculous hats, which means we're deep in the valleys, and we are talent spotting this evening.
We certainly are. We're here to watch Risca Youth taking on Pentre Youth in a league match where Risca are leading 1-0, and we'll keep you across that as we go. But we're talking about talent ID on the show tonight, Al, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, hence the hats, really. I mean, that's a big part of it, I understand.
Yeah, finding out exactly what the scouts are looking for when they try to uncover the next Ben Woodburn and next Ethan Ampady.
Indeed, yes. And not only that, we're in a valley, but we've also been to another valley. I think it's over there, or over there. It's over there somewhere. Yeah. It's Afan Valley, where a man has pretty much built a club from scratch, and we go and talk to him to find out all about it.
But first of all, we're going to go and find out a little bit more about the fans that are really making a splash across Wales this season. The Cofi Army, Caernarfon Town's fans. We sent Dan Jardine up there to check them out, spend the afternoon with them as they took on local rivals Bangor in the Welsh Cup.
They've been absent from the top flight of Welsh football for nearly a decade, and in their absence, local rivals Bangor have seemed to thrive under it. Now, this season, it seems like the tables have turned, and this could be an opportunity for Caernarfon to regain themselves as top dogs here in Gwynedd. This is FC Cymru, and this is the Cofi Army. Around 10 years ago, Caernarfon were just averaging 200 fans per game, but a decade later, and through continued work in the community and a revival on and off the football pitch, they have now become one of the most well-supported clubs in domestic football in Wales. Caernarfon will be taking around 1,400 of their fans to Bangor in what is sure to be a fiery derby. Now it's time for me to go talk to the local Cofi Army, who will be hoping that their team are firing on all cylinders tonight.
I bleed yellow green, you know, it's always have done, always will do. Be through the worst times and the best of times, and it feels as though this is not the best of times, because we're only going up. We're just getting better and better. I don't think there's any club like us in Wales at the minute. I've got to say a massive shout out to people like Nathan Craig, football in the community, who has brought Caernarfon Town into all the surrounding villages, which has never been done before. It always used to be sort of very cliquey, and he deserves a massive amount of credit. He really does, to where we are now.
So you're a director. Please explain your role here within this incredible football community.
It's keeping an eye on these lot, actually. It's a family thing for me. My grandfather was in the 50s, my dad was in the 70s, so I've just carried the whole thing through. Yellow and green's in my blood. Caernarfon as a town, it's so community based. It's a small town. Cofi Army they play such an integral part of the club. To look back and see where we are now, it's just absolutely unbelievable, but we're Cofis, we are going to bounce back. There's no stopping us, I've
heard there's about 1,400 of the Cofi Army making their way over to Bangor.
We could have taken some of Bangor's allocation as well, so see how much they bring to the game.
I'm here with James. James, you're a former Cofi player.
Yeah, when you've got that 12 man behind you, going to support the team, it's a massive difference. If I was playing tonight, I'd enjoy it. Having all them lads shouting your name, kicking every single ball with you, it'd be massive, absolutely massive.
Darren Thomas, he's one of our own. Come on, the town.
Am ryw ddigwyddiad, mae hwnna mewn at Edwards, a mae wedi cael ei benni fi, ac mae di'n honni di'n hyrnel yn hoed o blaen I gefnogwyr, yr arwr mawr, 35 mlwydd oed, un o stalwart y gêm bêl-droed yn Nghymru. Syglaw yw I Caernarfon am olygfeydd, y capten Nathan Craig, yng nghanol y cefnogwyr.
Oh, fantastic feeling, to get a win against Bangor is always good, bitter rivals over the years, so it was a great result for us. I first came on board there as an academy coach, did that for 4 years, became a board member, part-time physio, and for the past 2 seasons now I've been the kit man. 10 years ago the gates were shut, and to be honest, it looked really bleak. The supporters took over the running of the club, and they've built and built, and we are where we are today, top 6 of the Welsh Premier League. So that's down to, to the community more than anything else.
Absolutely, definitely. Well, thank you very much for your time and wish you the best of luck.
All the best, mate. Thanks a lot.
Full-time results here: Bangor 1, Caernarfon 2. The magic of the Welsh Cup continues.
So, who's caught your eye so far?
I really like the look of number 4. It looks like he's got a bit of pace about him, good technique. The left back for Tom Pentre, yeah, decent. How about you?
Well, I've been keeping an eye on the goalkeeper because when he stands with his hands on his hips like that, he looks really purposeful. It looks like he's really into it, knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it looks like a good cat, doesn't he? Yeah. We haven't got a clue, have we?
Not a clue, no.
I don't know what I'm looking for, if I'm honest with you.
Well, we should probably talk to somebody then who does.
Yeah. Do you know what? Luckily enough, I've been to see Gus Williams. Gus is the head of Talent ID.
That's lucky.
It is lucky. And also we've sent Abby Davis across to check out the next batch of youngsters coming through the system, and she is surrounded by scouts. They know what they're talking about.
Let's find out.
Could you tell us, what do you need in order to be a scout in conditions like this, and of course watching the players as well?
Appropriate weather clothing, a nice pair of boots, a warm pair of boots, and just an eye to pick up the best kids that we want for Wales.
I've got to like football for a start. I think really basically you're a football fan, and it's the next best thing to playing is to see a young good player. You know, I'm one of these, I can't sleep at night if I see, I'm thinking about it all the time. So yeah, it does excite you.
What are the main things that you'll be looking for from these players tonight when you're making your notes in the stand, which I'm sure you will be? What are the main things you'll be looking for?
Well, the basics really, you're looking for, depending on positions, but you're looking for a good touch, to have that confidence on the ball and to think when you're off the ball. So there's a lot for these youngsters to think. They're going to make mistakes, but you learn by mistakes. We're looking for, firstly, for good quality players, and if they are top quality, they may not fit the system at 12, 13, but with the coaching that they get in the Welsh system, they will eventually fit into that system. I think attitude on and off the pitch is very, very essential for a footballer. Also desire, the desire to make that top grade. There's very few that have that, and they are the ones that do actually make it.
It's a cold, dark, wet Wednesday evening. What would you be doing if you weren't here?
Watching football.
Yeah?
Or with my little 5-year-old, Ali, and then he's football mad, so we just watch football all day, every day.
Do you assess him when he's playing?
I'm not allowed. Wife won't let me.
That's the condition, is it? No assessing him?
I do coach him at under 6s with Kelly, but I'm not allowed to shout or nothing.
I mean, I love football anyway, so I'd go and watch football. If I wasn't here tonight and there was a game, I'd go and watch that. So whether I got paid for it or not doesn't make any difference. Most of the scouts that are with us are experienced scouts anyway. They've either been scouts for many years. The love of football is there, and we're like a a little band of, we all know each other, and we all get on with each other, and don't tell them everything, but yeah, it's good. We enjoy it.
So I found out a little bit about what it takes to be a scout. Now let's catch up with the guy who picks the scouts, who picks the players. Lawrence Mora caught up with Gus Williams, head of Talent ID.
Selfless, because you're looking for the player. What sort of buzz do you get when you think, oh, that's the one I want to get in?
To be honest with you, I'm just standing there and I'm hoping that I can get the best for Wales. And I'm just, with my team of scouts who are working across the UK, they're all, again, not only are the boys selected to come into the system because their personality and character, but also so are the scouts. Yeah. So when we go out and recruit the scouts, it has to be a person who's humble in their approach and understands that they're there on behalf of the boys. So when they see that particular player, there'll be a level of self-satisfaction for a moment, but that moment disappears because it's on to the next player and on to the next game. It's highly rewarding for the organisation to get the plaudits that it does when people realise that there's a pathway in place for them to make it all the way through to the first team.
How much pleasure does it give you and pride to know that you're part of such a successful system?
Well, I'm also a fan as well, and I go to watch all the Wales games away as much as I can. And to see boys that have come through our system for the work that everybody's done behind the scenes is fantastic. And you feel when they sing the national anthem and Ethan Ampadu and all these are all stood there, and you're thinking, wow, I seen him when he was 13, 12, 13. Brilliant.
So there's a lot to it. There's a lot more to talent spotting than I ever thought there would be.
I'm surprised that hats don't play more of a role.
They were hardly in it at all.
Yeah. Maybe we should leave it to the experts.
We probably should, yeah. 2 on here, that's Innes Park, and it's Tom Pentre against Risca Youth. We'll catch up with both sides at the end of what is turning out to be a cracking game.
Yes, sure is. We love a good story in Welsh football as well, don't we? Yeah, we don't just like standing by the side of freezing cold pitches on a Monday night. Absolutely not, although we do love that too. But yeah, we've got a story that we felt you really needed to see. And we met Mark Quinn at the FAW Trust Community Football Awards just before Christmas. Here's his story.
So when you think of incredible stadium backdrops, you think of Monaco, you think of the Camp Nou, you think of the Estadio Azteca in Mexico. What you don't think is the Abergwynfi Valley here in the Afan Valley behind me. This incredible, lovely valley's backdrop with a fantastic picture. It is holding up incredibly well in this disgusting Welsh weather. But I'm here to meet some incredible people who help run this amazing club. Now let's go find out who they are and what they do. So I'm here with Mark Quinn. Now Mark, you've set up Afan Valley FC up here in Bangor. How have you managed to go about setting up this fantastic club?
Yeah, I've been working for McDonald's for about 5 years as a manager, and then I came in with cancer, so I sort of done a lot of reflecting and I had a lot of time off. And one of the things I noticed was that where I grew up the Afan Valley up here, there wasn't a football team. So when I got better, I wanted to sort of help out these children up here and ensure that they had a football team, to play with, because I didn't think it was fair that they didn't have that platform or chance. They sort of closed in the local schools and shut down a lot of the services. So that sort of gave me the boost as well to make sure I was committed.
I played for the seniors, obviously, mostly all my life. I've been brought up in the Afan Valley myself. Played for the kids from under 7s up, so I've been part of this mostly all my life, and it's nice to get a kids team back in the Afan Valley really, because we haven't had a team up here for years now, so it's all about knitting together and with a massive community, and everyone does club together, and when it comes to times like this, everyone's involved.
This must play a huge role in the community here in the Afan Valley.
Oh, it does. We've had lots of things go in from the Afan Valley, and we've been left to our own devices as it is. So to have something like this up here, where we can all pull together, help each other and join up, it's brilliant for the children as well as the adults. It's nice to mix with other adults. You can get separated and a bit isolated, so to meet up with other people and have a chat and have a laugh, it's brilliant.
You started this club in February. Now that's not that long ago, but I mean, since then you've had just an amazing amount of experience as well, doing different things like, for example, Community Shield. I mean, this year it's been quite a whirlwind for you.
We won a prize, and we got a trip to Wembley, so we took all the kids and the parents up, and we got to walk around the pitch with our signs, and it was just an amazing experience. It helped the community when to sort of show that we are for real. It was just magic. Things like that don't happen to people up here like that. So it was a magic day, and it was a day I'll never forget. So I can imagine what my kids must have felt. It was quite emotional, really. Sort of that day, it was like year to year we made it, and it sort of set us up for the future kind of thing.
That was just incredible. I was when Mark said we were going up there. We weren't expecting it to be like that. We'd done a couple of trial runs with no fans there. Then when it comes to the real thing, walking out onto the field to like 78,000 people all cheering is just just something we'll never forget, like, you know, experience for a lifetime for the kids and myself really as well, so really enjoyed.
We started the league in September, and yeah, we've come along so much. There's been so much happened already to us, and we got our first win, and they all started singing. I wrote a song for the club, and a local singer sang it for us, put it on CD. So when we won our first match, all the kids started singing, and it was just amazing. Give me goosebumps.
We are the Afan Valley, been forgotten all about. We're getting ready.
Through my childhood, I love football. I've never 2 meters away from the ball, and I love to do charity work. I sort of struggle to sleep in the night, worrying about who I'm not helping. So this is one way of me trying to get some sleep.
Our history surrounds us.
Tough game, looked like a tough game, 4-2 final score, but how was it from your point of view?
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was very physical. It was a tough battle, so nice to get a win in the end, isn't it?
Yeah. You got a goal as well, Joe?
Yeah, so happy to get one really, just back on him. But the first half, I mean, solid. I mean, they were a tough side to break down, but then second half we just got strided through and just the pressure we put on as well was class. We're like mid-table now, so it's good. We'd had a slow start to the season, but we're picking points back up now, and we're coming away as well to tough grounds, and we're picking points up as well. So happy now, happy, good season so far.
Well, while Alex was out on the pitch, quite frankly, I would retire to the bar. John, tough on your boys tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got the all around it, we were well beaten. They were far better side than us. I don't know if they were that good or we were that bad, but 4-2 we had a bad result today.
Listen, tell us a little bit about Tom Pentre and where you are as a club at the moment.
Well, I haven't been involved with Tom Pentre. Tom Pentre has been good to me over the years, and I've enjoyed it. I haven't done anything for the last 18, 19 years, but one of my mates asked me to come back and give him hand to you, Steve, and I enjoyed it. I've had my 2 knees done recently. I've got over that now, and I enjoy getting out to the boys. I enjoy getting out to the house. I've retired from work, and I just enjoy getting out and watching people play football. I say a bad result today, but we'll have another go next week.
Tom Pentre is a great name in the Valleys. It's a big club up here in Rhondda. What's the hopes for the future for this club?
Well, at the moment, Tom Pentre, the Welsh League side, is struggling, and there's a possibility they could go down unless things have got to happen and happen quickly.
So you're going to get your boots back out, right?
So them days ago, and the most important thing, we've got to try and attract a few quality players to the club. Plenty of players, yeah, but you just need that extra bit of quality.
I saw you sidling in.
It's cold out there.
Hey.
You're all right, because it's quite nippy out there. You look okay.
I'm absolutely fine. This is where you should have come.
I am all right.
I'm not surprised, yeah.
Blimey. Hey, I tell you what, though. I was right.
Yeah?
That keeper, hands on hips.
Class, wasn't he?
Proper keeper.
Yeah.
See?
Great
knows what he's doing.
Great
saves there. Yeah. I think that wraps us up.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
It does,
Should we get you a cup of tea, warm you up a little bit? All right, well, listen, thank you very much for watching the latest episode. Is this where you say to reach out?
Reach out, touch us, social media details across the bottom of the screen. Love to hear from you.
Fantastic. We'll see you all soon.